Hello friends, Matt here from theshavingcadre.com. Coming to you for a night shave. It's Wednesday night. I'm coming off of a long vacation, or a week-long vacation. Just got back from the Smoky Mountains earlier this week. Today's shave, I'm going to be using L'Occitane's Cade in their aluminum container. It's been some time since I've used Cade, so I went ahead and put a little water on top of the soap and let it soak, whatever you want to call it. I forget what the wet shaving colloquialism is for that. But anyway, the brush today is a Sorentino Brushworks handle with an AP Shave Co. Big old monster fan, badge or not. My razor tonight is an SR Droescher number 79. It's the first of that variant that I've tried. Never actually had my go with one of these. I've had this one sitting waiting for restoration for some time. I popped the razor off. Looks like my contraption holding the camera is coming off. Anyway, I popped the razor off the scales last week and polished the scales real well, polished up the blade, and then reblued the handle, or reblued the tang, and went ahead and reseated the handle, repenned it and everything, and got it back to original condition, or close to original condition. I think I did pretty good. And then this evening rather, I received an order from Japanese Natural Stones out of Denmark, and I received a bunch of JNats, some Asano Nagura, Toma Nagura, a nice base stone, Azuko Asagi, I think I'm saying that right, base stone, and a Koma Nagura, and I gave it a go tonight. So I set the bevel on this razor, and then I went ahead and did a full progression. Still not 100% sure on what I'm doing with the JNat, because I've never actually used a base stone. I've only used the Arkansas stone, or the black Arkansas, and then doing the Nagura on top of that, which has been working out really well, by the way. I suggest it. Give it a try. It's been good for me. This is my first go with this. I feel like I may not have given it as much as I should have. But I know I'm going to have to play with these stones for some time before I'm used to them. So I guess we'll see. It was popping hairs. Not great, but that's all right. If it's a failure, that's okay. I'll learn from it. And kind of going out of order tonight compared to what I usually do. Aftershave today is the Nivea 2-in-1, the Pow Pow aftershave. I haven't used that in a bit, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. And then my balm tonight, I didn't pick a balm. How about we go with the Belarusian SQ for men from Floralis. It's Crystal Ice. It's kind of like an aloe vera balm, so I'll go ahead with that. And yeah, how about I get to shaving? Here, I'll show you the razor real quick. She's a beaut. Turned out really nice. Scales got all shiny and pretty. And then the number 79 is still painted in red. Throughout my entire restoration of this, buffing on it for quite some time, that red paint is still original. Somehow it didn't pull it out of there. I can't believe that. But it turned out really well. And the bluing took really well to it. And it should be plainly obvious, I haven't shaved in some time. I'm looking 100% straight up hobo like Mr. Bill M from the shaving cadre. He likes to go hobo quite often. Myself, I typically don't go much further than a couple of days, but I think this is right about 4 days growth. I think I last shaved on Saturday, Saturday night. So it'd be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So yeah, 4 days. But yeah, like I mentioned, we made our way, drove out to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee last week. Spent a fantastic bit of time out in the mountains. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, they're tourist towns, Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. They are definitely tourist towns, but once you get outside the town, get into the national park, Smoky Mountains, it's amazing. I mean, my wife and I both told ourselves, it's like, man, if we didn't have anything holding us down here, this is, I think, where we want to live. Of course, not in the tourist town itself, but with access to the mountains, that would be amazing. But you can always visit them. So, fantastic place. I did hunt around a little bit there for some cool knife shops and things like that. And did find a few. A lot of Damascus stuff. I mean, I'm fine with Damascus, but I mean, I can't imagine all Damascus, Damascus knives are amazing. And they were selling them for most of them were selling for like $70. I was like, I don't know if these things are any good. But didn't end up picking up a knife. Did find some Damascus steel straight razors. And they looked like somebody spent a lot of time on them, had decent looking scales. But personally, I didn't end up trying to pick one up because the angle, well, I didn't feel like spending the $60 or $70 that they wanted for them. But the angle that they had on the spine in relation to the bevel, I mean, just looking at it, you could tell you could not put a good edge on that thing. You'd have to put a bunch of layers of tape, and I didn't feel like messing with that. So anyway, enough blah, blah, blah. Let's get down to the shave. Haven't even got my sponge out yet today. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I took my vacation only through Wednesday this week. I probably should have just taken the last 2 days of the week off and started fresh on Monday. But we got the kiddo back in school today and trying to conserve some vacation days because we've got a lot of days off coming up. Not the best edge I've ever shaved with, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Definitely not terrible for a first go with a new home. Definitely putting it to a test with 4 days growth too. Awesome. Yeah, I did do a unboxing video. For the J-Nats. Post that up here in the next day or so, probably around the same time as I post this video. And I'm totally new to J-Nats. Still learning. And glad to have a guide or two. So yeah, I'll post that video. I think in that video I couldn't even remember the name of one of the stones. And I don't know enough about the Japanese symbols to tell them apart, to be honest. Though my friend Mike and I had a phone call earlier this evening, and he's kind of set me straight on what was what. Without his help, it would have taken me a little bit. I'd have figured it out, but he knows quite a bit more than I do. I think he's been playing with them for a couple years. First pass is all right. Nothing terrible. It is a sharp edge. I think I may have gone a little heavy with the slurry on the coma, and I don't know if I took the edge back a hair. I mean, it's comfortable, but not crazy sharp like the more recent shaves I've been having. Now this Elocetane Cade shaving soap, it's not the most amazing shaving soap you can ever buy, but it's not crazy expensive. You can buy it in a department store, of course at the Elocetane store, in the mall still, I think, if they still have them in malls near you. But Cade is a wonderful scent. I do love it. Haven't had any of the Aftershave Balm in forever, but awesome stuff. Yeah, it's definitely pulling a little bit of tuggy. I think I will take it back through the progression again. Again, I was kind of excited about it, so I went kind of hog wild and worked my way through the progression kind of quickly. Maybe didn't take as much time as I should have. really though, even though the edge is not like just blowing me away, still shaving pretty well. I fear that the alum block is going to let me know what's up today. Oh well. It's part of the fun of it, right? Only bit of irritation I'm feeling is just right here. Not bad. I mean, it's a little tuggy, but it's not that bad. But I did set the bevel on this with my Nivea 1K, and then I immediately went straight to the JNat with a Botan slurry. Heavy Botan slurry, and then I did a lighter slurry a second round, and then the Tanju, probably a little heavier slurry than I needed, and then a lighter slurry, the Mijiro, and then the Coma. I think I'll go ahead and pass on the up pass tonight. I don't think I really need it. Quite smooth, even with the rougher edge. Oh well. definitely a lot of refinements to come with this setup. Honestly, not too bad. All right, I'm gonna call it that. That's a pretty decent, I'm gonna say that's a DFS. I'm not gonna call that a BBS. I don't feel like pushing it with this razor. Again, first time it's been honed in probably 70, 80 years, maybe more. SR Droescher went out of business in the 1920s. So it's an oldie. And still getting used to the stones. Oh boy, fail. Definitely missed a few spots. I'd say we're good. Not too bad. Well, if this is your first video of me you're watching, welcome. Please like and subscribe. And as I mentioned at the beginning, check out theshavingcadre.com. It's a awesome forum full of a lot of great gentlemen who, many of them are content creators like myself. They like making YouTube videos and having a good time. Honestly, like barely any tingling. Just a little bit. Not much at all. I'm really impressed. I really would have thought I'd be lit up. I mean, the razor is sharp, but it's just not to my liking tonight. But luckily, we have plenty of razors waiting in the wings to give a try to the JNat set, so I will be running it through its paces. I'm sure I'm going to be doing some honing videos. Been busy doing restoration work since I got back from the mountains. So we did quite quite a few razors here since Sunday, and honing a little bit, but need to get going on that a little bit more. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Kapow Pow, as the guys like to call it, Kapow Pow. So there we go. Really like this Nivea 2-in-1. You almost don't even need a balm after it. You really don't. All right, and for the balm, the SQ for Men Super Quality for Men Crystal Ice Aloe Vera Balm from Belarus. Kind of a mentholated herb-ish balm. Definitely not a American scent profile. Don't know how to describe it. It's mostly menthol and some kind of barbershop scent. Not sure. Well, it's not perfect, but I look a heck of a lot better than I did when I started. So anyway, guys, that's my shave. Thanks for stopping by, and I will shave with you later. Take it easy. Bye-bye.